What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Whiskey Dixon. I'm Sugarbear.
Troy. Sorry, I forgot to turn up the...
Son of a bitch! And today we're reviewing yet another Indian single malt. We're reviewing Rampur Select Indian single malt whiskey. Comes from India. 43% ABV, 86 proof. Pretty standard for your single malts there. Definitely looks cool. It's got like crossed swords on it.
Right.
It's non-chill filtered, so that's always a good thing. Let's open up the bottle here. We did have a problem with this one.
Yeah.
In that during transport, some of it leaked, which means it's got a bad cork on it.
That'll happen.
So, like, who knows how long? I know the bag is cool, right? It's like a Crown Royal bag,
It's
but
an ornate.
yeah, a little cool. It's got these fun beads on it.
Yeah.
Pretty nifty. Save that for something.
You're saying
The cork did not hold the whiskey in the bottle on my way home. I could smell it before I opened it. I was like, I smell whiskey already. That's not good. So I have no idea how long this was just sitting there. And also, if you notice, the cork just turns hella easy. So like, that's not good. Yeah. Actually, I can feel some leak just now when I was. Yep. Anyway, we'll
give her a taste. Give her a smell.
We'll see what we got here. It smells good. There is a little bit of like a cloudiness to it. Like just slight, like there's a little bit of particulate floating around in it. So a little nervous about that. I don't know if this is necessarily the best example of what this is actually supposed to taste like. Because like I said, unfortunately I ended up getting one with a bad cork on it. It's too bad because it's not a cheap whiskey. This comes in at like, this was like $75. So on the nose, weird.
Yeah.
It's the first thing I thought. I was like,
right.
It's like metallic. It's like minerally.
Pebbly.
Pebbly.
I guess just a handful of gravel.
That's a good.
I get
that should be a word.
Right. Pebbly.
That's great. Yeah, like it smells like whiskey.
Right.
I mean, stupid thing to say. It's fruity. There's like.
Right.
Like weird fruit, like guava maybe?
I get some like...
But also like pennies, like I'm just getting an overwhelming minerally metallic.
Right. I'm getting kind of a quirky cork and cardboard note in there.
Yeah, there's some weird industrial notes in here.
Yeah.
I'm wondering, is that the whiskey or is that because this was not stored properly?
Right.
I don't know. A little vanilla, standard,
okay.
Yeah, a little, I mean.
Right.
It's whiskey. It's whiskey. It should be safe. It's like it's smooth, and yet it's really bitey on the palate.
Right.
Like it's almost like soapy.
I do get some of those fruit notes there.
Yeah.
Kind of like the dried fruits, like
raisin.
Yeah, it's not very sweet.
It's probably sherry cask aged at some point, because it definitely has some like dark fruit notes.
Right.
A lot of vanilla too. Trying to find some info on here. Rampur, a princely state of British India worthy of its 15-gun salute, is known for its rich heritage and royal traditions. As connoisseurs of great taste, the royalty of Rampur indulged in the pleasures of pursuing perfection. Okay.
They should have pursued better cork technology.
Yeah, I don't know if it's their fault or if this has been sitting at that store for like 10 years and the cork just kind of...
Because we don't see a lot of Indian whiskeys over here.
We don't. I feel like the ones you see just kind of sit there. No one really buys this stuff as much here. But the ones we've had so far have been really good. And we've been getting a good viewer response. So it's like, we need to review more Indian whiskeys. People are clearly interested in this.
Right. It's pretty good though.
It's not bad. Like, I even get a hint of like peat. Very light.
Like a smoky,
like just a hint of like
kind of the beginning there.
And on the finish, it's like caramely too. Caramel.
Yeah.
I feel like there are weird notes in this because of how it was stored, and I can kind of taste what it was supposed to taste like.
Right.
So it's supposed to be really good, is what I would say. But obviously this
because the oxygen ages it, right?
And now a public service announcement from Whiskey Dixon.
When it's overly oxygenated for like years and years like that, it's just gonna affect the flavor.
Right.
It's not gonna affect it's not gonna make it like unsafe to drink or anything. It's not gonna affect like the chemical composition of it.
Right.
It's more like it's just not gonna taste quite the same.
Right.
And so I'm wondering what this would have tasted like if I didn't have a leaky cork. Because also it is an Indian whiskey, and they're using Indian barley, which does have a different taste to it. It's got like a weird like zestiness to it, which is what we've noticed in other Indian whiskeys we've reviewed. And I get some of that here, but there's also like there's some weird just industrial notes, and like there's like that minerally metallic sort of like maybe that's just copper though. It could just be stills they're using or very heavily used. Again, I wish the cork was good. If the cork was good, I'd be pretty happy with this for 75, but
it's gonna be hard to.
It's not good to get home and have a bottle leaking on you before you've even opened it. It's
and
never a good
point,
sign.
That kind of makes it hard to buy it.
Yeah, it's not a cheap whiskey. There's a spiciness to this, almost like rye, I would say.
Kind of.
Like initially, like in that amongst that weird metal and mineral.
Yeah.
There's
a little spicy.
There's a spice to it.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I think that's the Indian barley. I noticed the other two we've reviewed kind of have that same thing. There's like a zestiness.
Right.
There's something I can only describe as like a funky zestiness.
It's hard to find in other whiskeys. Like,
well, exactly. It doesn't take like the only thing I would maybe liken it to is like rye, but obviously there's no rye in this.
Right.
Single malt. So we have to assume it's just because it's Indian barley versus like Scottish barley. Because like you can taste the difference between like Scottish barley and like Irish barley.
Yeah.
So Irish barley is always a lot nuttier. You get that like banana note.
Right.
And I think it's just kind of the same here, where like because of where it was grown, chemical composition of the soil, just the environment in general it's grown in, is going to give you kind of different results.
Flavors.
Yeah, exactly.
Per
So
region.
definitely interesting. Would I buy this again? Only if I was a guarantee that the bottle's good, like and the cork's good and everything.
Bit of an investment.
But this isn't bad. I mean, this doesn't taste like ruined or anything by any means. It's just a little weird, and since I've never had this before, I don't know if that's just how this is or if it's because the cork didn't do its job. So we'll have to let you guys decide and let us know
if you've had it.
If we're wrong, if you've had it, and if we're like, oh yeah, you need to get a different bottle, that bottle's ruined.
Right. We're gonna drink it.
It's good, yeah, we're gonna drink it. It's not bad. It's very drinkable.
Yeah.
Just odd. Just a little weird. That's what you get for buying an obscure whiskey that no one else buys. That's probably been sitting there on the shelf for a very long time. That's probably been there since that store opened, so maybe like 10 years. So yeah, if you like this, subscribe to the channel. Give us a like, give us a thumbs up, leave some fun comments. Let us know if we're like completely off base about this, or if the notes we're describing are pretty accurate. Again, this is I don't know exactly what it is supposed to taste like, so I'm assuming it's kind of a combination of both. Where like it's a new kind of weird whiskey, and there's kind of something wrong with it.
Right.
So yeah, it's just one of those things. But yeah, follow us on Instagram, and I am Sugarbear.
Troy.
We are Whiskey Dixon, and until next time, cheers, whatever they say in India, whoops, and keep on drinking.